What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another live episode of The Council. We're going to be jumping in a few minutes. Let's just wait for a few people to jump in chat. Once they're here, I'll start the episode. See you then. Hey, what's up, Tumblr? I've been doing really well, thank you. How about you? How you been doing? Okay, so first thing we do, put that in there. We'll go over here. Oh, man.
It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions.
Uh-huh. Oh, man. Should I go with, like, this one here? Recognize, find out how it works, the logic level, or read the inscription.
Clearly, we have names of towns, Arabian numerals, and Roman numerals.
Mm-hmm. Great. Thanks for telling me the obvious. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go and insert the nails. She said 1 in Bethlehem. Verse 1.
The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
We'll have to trust her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's definitely a representation of the birth of Christ, but some of the details have flaked away. I can't see any other clues. One thing is for sure, this enigma deals with the life of Jesus, like my mother said.
Difficulty 7? Wow. Okay, Mom said something about
What hole should I put the nails in?
Bethlehem.
Well, I can't really advise
1
you
and
there,
3, I think she
because I
said.
haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse. Those are Roman numerals on the disc.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed 1 nail in
1
Bethlehem,
and 2, and then 1 and
1
6.
in chapter 2, and 1 in verse 6.
And that was
the
wrong.
iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open,
Okay,
or
I'm
the
gonna
iris
read
would
the
open
Bible.
completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses.
Right.
And the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas. Chapter 14, verse 22.
For the
On the
supper.
7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. Chapter 14, verse 22. And as they did eat, Jesus took bread and blessed and broke it, and gave to them and said, "Take, eat. This is my body." And he took the cup, and when he'd given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it.
Let's see.
Chapter 10, verse 30.
Try what Joe says.
I and the Father are one. Chapter 10, verse 30. I and my Father are one.
You had a budgie that would sit on the edge of a beer cup and drink beer, or on a beer cap.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head. Chapter 24, verse 3. But when they entered, they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. While they were wondering about this, suddenly 2 men in clothes that gleamed like lightning stood beside them. In their fright, the women bowed down with their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He has risen. Remember how he told you while he was still with you in Galilee."
I just don't know what town to put.
Chapter 3, verse 18. Words truly pronounced in Abagash. Chapter 3, verse 18. He that believeth in him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
I don't think it's that one. See, there's that one Nissan 3793 that's down the bottom there. Eight Nissan 3. So then if we go back, we already did that. What's with this?
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay. Jeez, calm down, dude. Okay, so Nazareth, and then where is it? No, wait, it wasn't Nazareth. This is Abagosh. But it's not 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 was the verse.
Chapter 19, verse 17.
Nope.
Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan,
That could be it there.
3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. Chapter 14, verse 22.
Let's see, we have a 22 up
as
there,
they did
and I
eat,
think there's a 14
Jesus
up
took
there.
bread and blessed and broke it, and gave to them and said, "Take, eat. This is my body." And he took the cup, and when he'd given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead.
There was no
14th of
24.
Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head.
Hang on. 14. Rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793 in Nazareth.
Chapter 24, verse 3.
There's a
Jesus rose from
3.
the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head.
But is there 24? Five. See, there's a 15. There's a 24. See, Nazareth 24, maybe.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes.
Uh-oh, I think I broke the game. Nope, we're good. So I think it might have to do with
Chapter
the
19, verse 17.
resurrection.
Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the resurrection.
Chapter 24, verse 3.
Yeah.
Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared
I'm gonna try that.
to the
20, Roman numeral 24, number 3, and then Nazareth. All right. And where's 24? Okay. Sorry that took as long as it did, but I needed to think.
I hadn't seen those other wheels.
Yeah,
But I don't know, I find this theme too close to the one that I used.
it's okay, Mom. You put your other hand in there and see if it works. Yeah,
There
let's.
must surely be a connection between the wheels.
A wheel of
There are
icons.
different icons on this wheel, but it looks like some of them can't be connected to the other wheels.
I'm gonna have to do
I
this.
can make out each one of the icons apart from the one covered in blood. Going clockwise from the one I just mentioned, we have the halo that represents the resurrection. The waves represent the baptism of Jesus. It's more difficult to identify the next one. Maybe a crib, and in that case it's surely linked to the birth of Christ. The red herring that my mother followed. Then, the symbol represents the crown of thorns that Jesus wore during his crucifixion. The dove also represents the baptism. Certainly another red herring. Then comes the symbol of the Trinity. And finally, the candle that must stand for the Last Supper. Mother, what do you think?
As I told you, I didn't get that far.
No shit, Mom. You know more than I do,
Nevertheless,
though.
These icons do represent moments in the life of Christ.
Yes. Okay.
Look at this. There are notches between each of the wheels. So, I have to link the name of the town from the theme I've chosen to an icon. Then, to a date.
Okay.
And finally, the date to the moon.
So, I have to see the. I think that was the one he was talking about. Is that was the resurrection, right? So that would line up with over here, and then the wheel of dates.
This wheel contains several symbols made up of one or two figures and one letter. The highest figure does not exceed 31, and each letter corresponds to a month of the year. A for April, and M for March. I think these symbols must represent a specific date.
And it was the 14th Nisan, which would be April, on A. So that would line up right. So we would have to put the halo up here, 1A, and then the wheel of
This
the
wheel represents
moons.
the different moons. In the occult sciences, we represent the full moon by an X. As for the dark moon, called the new moon, in cults, it's often associated with something harmful.
Wheel of icons, look at the mechanism, back to the main menu. How do I, So now that I've got these, can I take these out? Oh no, okay. So it closes it back up. Okay, so I can't take the nails out. Oh, wait. I know what it is now. I know what we gotta do.
It works.
I hadn't seen
No,
those
because I
other
didn't have enough
wheels.
occult, Joe.
But I don't know, I find this
I didn't
theme too
upgrade any of
close
my
to the one
skills.
that I used.
Okay, we have to leave this. Right here. This is about the moons. Focus on the moon.
Shadow moves from west to east.
Yeah. Shaban. 30 Ramadan, no. 13th Shaban, no. 7th Shaban, that's the one there. That might be one of them.
7th Shaban, 607, first quarter.
First quarter. And then Jamad al-Thani, no. 6th of Lyre. That might be one. 30th of Ramadan. That might be one as well.
30th of Ramadan, 554, waning crescent.
Rajab 611 could be one.
6th
Oh my
of
god.
Rajab, 611.
There's just too
waxing
many.
crescent.
And what if you're wondering what I'm doing? Like, okay, you see 6th of Rajab 611, 5th line down with the dates. Well, I guess 4th one down for the numbers says Shaban 611. So I'm looking at those and saying the one above 6 Rajab 611. So that won't be it. Jamad al-Thani 6th of Blair 3789. That is not up there. So 20th Du al-Hajjah. That's 20th Du Hajjah. That could be it right
20th
there.
of Du al-Hajjah, 561, waning gibbous.
What the hell is a waning gibbous? Because that's one of the ones right there. If you look at the second last line, 20 Du al-Hajji 561. It's the exact same. I think that's the only one that is actually the same. 30 Ramadan 554. Nope, that's one. 30 Ramadan 554. That could be another one. So this could be another one.
30th of Ramadan, 554, waning crescent.
Okay. 7 Shaban 607. That could be one. 8 Ramadan is not one. 13th Shaban 607. Yeah, that could be one. 19 Jumada al-Awal is not one. So many freaking thing. 13th.
13th of Shaban, 607, waxing gibbous. During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states. Waxing crescents, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with a full shadowed new moon. The moon shadow moves from west to east.
Oh dear God. So the Wheel of Icons. That's his Last Supper. Not sure what that is because it's mom's blood all over it. And then the halo. So I think that one's right. The Wheel of Dates, though. See, this is where stuff's going to get difficult because it could have been anything. I'm trying to see. Could be 8 April, 6 May, 1 April, and 26 March. So we have 26 March is there, 1 April is there, but it's looking at the phase of the moon. which would have been probably, I think, this one. Man.
13th of Shaban, 607. Waxing gibbous.
That's before the new moon, or just after the new moon, sorry. This is the one I'm currently on, is this one here. The first quarter.
607. First quarter.
Oops. Would be that one. I really wish I could save the freaking game.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
See, it doesn't really line up, does it? Okay, hang on a second here. Let's try... Wow, see, there it does, sort of. See, like this one, the bird doesn't line up. That one doesn't line up. The candle does. Whatever my mom bled on. But it's got to be the halo, because that's the resurrection one. The Wheel of Dates. $29. There's the 26th of March. I have no freaking clue what this would be.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
I want the full moon. Why do I want the full moon, Joe?
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed one nail in Bethlehem, one in chapter 2.
But you think it would have something to do with evil
Verse.
because this is what he is a
iris
demon.
Opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Got medicine,
Well,
blah,
although
blah,
I had
blah.
made some
Yeah, I
unfortunate
know.
choices, I was
I don't
lucky
really
in that
care.
Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
Not necessarily, though. That might be the way that they mislead you, Joe. Is that, oh, it can't be evil because that'll, you know, that'll be awful kind of bad stuff and whatever.
7th of Shaban, 607, first quarter. The moon shadow moves from west to east. Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth.
That's
He
1st of
appeared
April.
with a halo above his head.
13 Shaban 607. I'm going with that one. So 1st of April, first quarter. Done. Yep, go back. Leave. Okay, let's figure out. Analyze the inside wheels. We got the 1st of April, the first quarter after a new moon, right there. And has to do with resurrection on Nazareth. So go back to the main menu, put your freaking hand in, and do it.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Yank it, buddy.
Good luck.
The Hand of Tyr. The Trial of Faith. I got my arm cut off by the mechanism of the crypt. Big Bad Wolf game. So see, this has nothing to do with Telltale Games. Huh. There's episode number 4.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
Back to the menu. Oh crap! It. Oh man. I think I actually just reset that, so now I'm back at the beginning of that.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course.
Damn it!
And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study.
Yeah,
We
I'm gonna have
first
to
gather
call it
5
here,
altars.
or back to the menu. I wonder if we can get into chapter 4 right now. Your next reading. Can't do that. So questioning, Leviathan, and that.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm calling it right here. That's episode 4. I can't do that yet. It doesn't come out till the 25th. But you know what? I think it probably has a part to play in the game that, you know, you end up, if you keep your hand awesome, nobody would be able to tell. But now, because I've cut my hand off, people are going to be suspicious of what's happening. No, I can't, Joe, because it's on Twitch. So if I can't show it, then I can basically play it with a black screen up. I can play like this. We'll have the stream starting soon screen as I play the game, and you guys won't get to see it. I'm not allowed to. Yeah, but if they ever catch me, bye-bye getting any early access to games. I'm not gonna do that. Don't want to chance it. I gotta follow the rules. So unfortunately, that's gonna do it for me. What I might do off camera is go back to that point to see if I can keep my hand. Yeah. So I might try doing that. But everybody, thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate you hanging out with me today. It was a lot of fun. We had quite a few people stop by. And yeah, well, Tuesday coming up. If you're in chat, make sure you come back because we'll be continuing on with episode 4. Thank you again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time. Take care.